Cliff from Advanced Diagnostics here. Today's video is all about Black Friday because we have an AD special, but it's completely free of cost like all of our AD technical bulletins are. I just wanted to get your attention because it is Black Friday. What I would like you to do, and it's free of charge, is just to hit the subscribe button because the AD YouTube channel is a great source of information for locksmiths from all walks of life and various degrees of experience. Whether you would be a novice, intermediate, or advanced, you can always benefit from the information. So today I have a double header. I'm going to share two pieces of information that you can use no matter what programmer you have, and you can utilize this out in the field because it's important to know what is causing some of these vehicle behavior issues that we see on a regular basis. One of the advantages of being behind the tech desk is that we come across a lot of information. We see patterns. So the pattern that I've noticed recently, the number one pattern, is on the Jeep Compass 2019 to 2020 model year. This is the one where you drop the headliner, you plug in your ADC 2012 cable, and hook it up to your Smart Pro to program in your prox key. Well, what'll happen a lot of times on this, depending on what prox key you're using, is the key count will actually go up as if it's programmed, but none of the remote functions will work, nor will the vehicle start. And this is very perplexing. You may think it's your machine, you may think it's the vehicle, you call your buddies, they have no idea. Maybe you call your key supplier, they say, well, I sold you the right key. Here's what happens. The unlock technology is not really 100% in some instances. So there's a very popular device that a lot of guys and gals use to unlock these prox fobs. And you may be going to a key supplier that sells this product. What happens on the Jeep Compass is when they unlock it, many times it's going to show up as a Renegade prox and not one for the Compass. So in other words, the 47 chip is still the same, the FCC number is the same, but the firmware is different. But the behavior is going to be exactly as I laid out. Your key count will go up, the vehicle will not start, and your remote functions won't work. So if this happens to you, then you have to look to see what did you purchase. If it's an unlocked product or if you unlocked it yourself, this is what's causing it. The format isn't exactly right for that vehicle. All right, so that's Black Friday tip number one. Now let's go on to number two. Densely populated urban areas can prevent Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep prox keys from programming. This was proven out in one of the 5 boroughs of New York, an extremely densely populated area with about 15 to 20,000 apartments. So you might run into this situation if you are a city dweller and you work in those environments. And let's face it, there are a lot of large cities in the United States. You'll have the right prox key. Everything is lined up properly, but the prox will not program in. And one of the locksmiths that discovered this had a automotive diagnostic tool. And the ID on the prox fob itself was dropping in and out. In other words, it was showing zeros at times. So he thought to himself, well, maybe it's the environment that I'm in. He had a hunch. He moved the vehicle out of the densely populated area and the prox went right in. He did this several times just to make sure that it was not a fluke. And sure enough, when you get into these areas, sometimes the cross interference is so strong that your prox fob won't go in. So please make note of both of these tips that I've given you today, and happy Black Friday. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And trust me, there'll be more.